Hey guys, all right, so for our first follow along in this new series, I'm going to have a core workout for you, and Reba's here too. And so what we're gonna do is just a quick one that you could add on to the end of your workout, or if you've got some spare time and you wanna do some movement, this is a great core workout. Floor core, so you're gonna want just a mat and your water and a towel if you need it. And we're gonna start with the crunch up, the flutter kicks, and the scissors. Just 3 moves. We're gonna do 20 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we're gonna go for 4 rounds. And I've got the timer set. I'm at the gym today, and so we're gonna use that while we're here. I do have a timer that I have at home. So since this is follow along, all you have to do is just listen for the cue. I'll tell you when to stop and start. And first, let's go over our movements. So our crunch up. Come here, Reeves. Let me get Reeb out of the way. Okay. So you're gonna be flat on your back, and we wanna have our heels close to our booty, not too close, but in a comfortable position. You don't wanna be too far extended because you wanna be able to push into those heels, right? And then you're gonna wanna lay nice and flat. And I want you to think of taking that arch out from underneath your back. So you're really pushing that belly button to the floor. So think of driving your belly button to your spine and your spine to your floor. You should feel nice and flat and connected to the floor. Then from there, we're gonna put our hands over top each other, or you can diamond them. And I want you to think of reaching straight up to the ceiling. And as when you get to the point where your scapula or your shoulder blades are up off the floor, then you're gonna come right back down. So instead of doing a crunch where we curl up and we kink our neck and we try and reach towards our knees, I want you to think of shooting up towards the sky and then coming right back down. So if I'm here, I'm gonna go up, 1, up, 2. So that's our crunch up. Then for our flutter kicks, we're just gonna take that diamond hand, reach underneath, place it right at our tailbone, kick our legs straight out. Then we're going to be like we're in a pool, little tiny baby kicks. You're learning to swim, you're a baby, and then we rest. Then we're gonna travel into full scissors. Now you can keep your hands underneath here. If you extend out into a T, that's gonna be a little harder, so you pick your hard. And remember, this whole time, we're keeping that belly button and spine pushed flat to the floor. No arching through your low back, okay? So I've got a sweater on, so it's kind of hard to see, but if I'm arching on here, you can see your chest will pop up. If I'm down, everything is flat, unless you got, big gazungas. So let's put those hands together right underneath the booty. Let's start there. Kick your legs out, and the scissors, you're gonna scissor 1, 2. Now, if you need to modify, just tap that heel of that bottom leg down. Then we're gonna fight to keep that leg as straight as possible, right? And then we're gonna switch. Whoop. So if you're doing the full movement, the foot just doesn't touch the ground. Okay, so let's get started. We know what we're doing. We're gonna go 20 seconds on, 15 seconds off, crunch up, flutter kicks, and scissors. All right, if you need more rest, just rest. Join me when you can, okay? All right, here we go. Ready? So crunch up. You're gonna come up, down. When we're going to the timer, we wanna focus on good form versus trying to do a ton of reps, right? Especially as you're getting used to new movements, focus on that good form, pushing in through our heels, reaching up, inhale, and exhale. Good. Now you're gonna rest. Okay, then we're gonna go to flutter kicks. So you're gonna put those hands underneath that tailbone. Kick those legs straight out. And then you're just tiny kicks in a pool. 2, 1, go. So you can bring that chin up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Drive that lower back flat into the ground. Little tiny kicks. If you need to rest, you just pop down, rest, big breaths, pop back up, kick, 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 okay? So lay in here, stare at your dog if you got one, your kid, whatever. Oh, she's scratching me. She says, work harder. And rest. Good. Okay, now we're going to go into scissors. So you got 15 seconds. Coach Reeves giving me some love. I traveled up a little. Let me scoot back down. All right, hands under your butt. Scissors. Legs straight out. One leg stays down to modify. Switch. Switch. I'll do half with the modified, half with the full movement, so you can see for this first round, and then we'll go from there, right? You'll know what you're doing. And then full move, leg stays up. Nice work. Okay, 1 done, 2 to go. All right, we've got 5 seconds. After you have a little sip of water or whatever you need, get back into that crunch up position. Reaching up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, getting kisses on the way up. Coach Reba's a really hands-on, lovey-dovey coach. She's definitely kind of the sexual harassment fitness coach, you know. She's like a little bit too up all in my grill, you know what I'm saying? Okay, flutter kicks, hands under the booty. Drive that low back down. Baby in a pool. Kick, 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 kick. Or dog paddle. Could be like upside down dog paddle, right, Reeves? Upside down dog paddle? Oh, she says yes. 10 seconds. Remember, if you need to rest, you just stop. Take a big breath, get that oxygen, pop right back in. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Now these breaks are short, and we're going back to back. So if you need to rest, if it's burning, you're earning, and you need to rest. So just come back and join me when you can. Okay, scissors. Same position, hands under the booty. Kick them up. Drive that low back down. That'll help you engage your core. Whenever a coach says, engage your core, you're like, whatever that means. I want you to think of like you're bracing to take a sucker punch to your core. You're gonna suck in those abs, tighten them down. Nice job. I think I said we were only doing 3, but we're actually doing 4, so buckle up. Well, it's gonna be 3 because I set the timer to 9, so I'm math good. All right, crunch up. We're gonna go with raw footage on a lot of these guys because my editing skills aren't that great. So we're gonna, you know, make do with what we can, have some fun, get fit, and do the best we can and forget the rest, right? 3, 2, reach up, 1, nice work. Okay, so since this is round 3, and I only set the timer to 9, this is your last round. So we're gonna do our best. We got flutter kicks. Let's show Reeves how it's done. Hands under, oh, she was sleeping on the job, did you see that? All right, push them down, tuck the chin, flat, back to the floor. Tiny kicks, boop, 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 boop. Don't be afraid to point the toe. You're gonna get more points for style that way. And keep breathing, don't hold your breath. 1. Nice job. All right, your last one, scissors. So if you wanna try doing a T, go for it. Otherwise, standard position. You got 5 seconds of freedom. Last rep. Hands under. Big scissor. Switch. 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 5 seconds. Switch. 3. Switch. 2. And 1. Nice job. All right, roll it up. I want you to bring it into a cat-cow. So you're gonna be in hands straight under your shoulder, knees straight under your hips. We're gonna take a big inhale, arch up like a Halloween cat. Exhale, cow. Flatten that back, arch through the back, push into the palms, reaching up, big inhale. Kitty cat, Halloween. And exhale into that cow. Okay, walk those hands forward, sitting back on your booty. Child's pose. Reeves got a good child's pose, check that out. Woo! All right guys, great job. I'm gonna turn the timer off and we'll get this loaded up into the app for you and let me know what else you guys wanna see. I'll keep working on them. Getting them edited, dropped into the app, and I hope this helps you in your fitness journey. Have fun with crunches and abs and floor work. I know it's hard, but it pays dividends in the long run. Strong core, everything else gets stronger. All right, guys, I'll check you later. Peace.